Before you attempt to work on any of your tools, make sure you disconnect the power. You do not want to have any power going to your tools before you start working on them. If you don't feel comfortable working on your tools, don't do what I do. Your safety is your responsibility. Hey everyone, welcome to Spindles Workshop. My name's Louie. I recently bought these new tires for my Craftsman 12-inch bandsaw. We're going to go ahead and change them together. If you have any interest in seeing how I do it, stick around. Alright, first thing we're going to do is loosen these clips so we can take the front plate off. So what you're going to want to do now is remove the blade. So we'll remove this little screw here in the front. Loosen the blade. And then take this plate off. The bandsaw is rocking because I spun it so you have a better view at it. It's not in its proper position. That's why it's not sitting flat. So you take the screw out. I loosened it. I took this plate off. Now you just slide the blade out. Leave a little slot here. Put it aside for later. Now that we have the blade off, we're going to attempt to take the old rubbers off. They should just pop right off. You have this little track here for the light. You can remove it, but I don't think it's necessary. I mean, if you're having a lot of trouble, then you can remove it. So the top one's off. Hopefully the bottom will come off just as easy. Bottom's off. Now that I have the old rubbers off, I'm gonna go ahead and just Scotch-Brite this a little. Just if there's any buildup or anything like that on there. They look pretty clean. They got a little black line on them, but you don't have to get rid of the line. Just if it's built up, you might want to knock it down a little. So I'm going to go ahead and remove the light and switch assembly to make it easier to put the rubber on. So you just have a screw here, and you're going to have a spacer behind it. So make sure you don't lose that spacer. And then just two screws here. One here. One there. And just be careful, you got your wires behind there, and just sit it aside so it's out of your way. So I heated these up in some water. Hopefully that'll help us stretch it out around here. I'm going to get a couple little clamps. Yeah, heating it up really helps. I can feel it's so much more pliable. I'm gonna throw another clamp on over here. And let's see. So close. Okay. Whew. So I'm going to go ahead and work this into the slot. And while you're doing this one, you keep the other one in the hot water so it stays warm. This is dropping right into the slot pretty nicely. Probably save you a lot of trouble if you take the wheel off, but again, that's your choice. You can do it with the wheel on. So we're good in this one. This one's in the slot all the way around. And we're going to try to do the bottom one. This one started cooling off already. Son of a gun. I may have to go heat this one up a little more. Son of a gun. Okay. All right. Woo! With a little determination, little elbow grease, you get it on. Again, now you just got to make sure it goes into the slot all the way around. All right, it's in the slot all the way around. So there you have the two tires installed. Now we're going to reassemble everything. This screw adjusts the tilt of the top wheel, where once you get the blade on, you can tilt it one way or the other to try to center the blade. We'll worry about that later. So I reassembled the light and the switch. So I'm going to slide the blade back on. I'm going to start putting some tension on the blade. So by adjusting this, it tilts, I started mentioning earlier, it tilts the whole wheel, and just by spinning it, it'll kind of center itself, or if it starts going one way or the other, you might want to adjust it a little. Not too much. And the tension on the blade you don't want the blade to be able to flex more than like that's pretty good. Probably a little more. All right, I'm going to put this guard back on. I'm going to hook up the power and I'm going to turn it on with this open. Please stand clear and, step back if you need to. I just want to see the tracking on here now. So here we go. We're going to try the tracking. I'm going to just flick it on and off a couple times just to see if, it's tracking right in the middle. Looks good. Put a little more tension on it. Try it again. put the cover on and we're going to try a cut. Don't forget to put your little platform leveler back on, whatever they call this thing. Well, the blade seems to want to wander less. Nice straight cuts actually that I could get. Again, new urethane wheels. I'll keep an eye on them. I don't know if they're going to need readjusting later. Well, if you made it this far, thank you so much. I really hope that helped someone. Again, you could take the wheels off and do it on the bench. It might be a little easier. It's a little extra, couple extra steps. I found this way to work for me. You just heat up the urethane. It stretches a little more, a little easier, makes it a little more pliable, and it just saves you the trouble of taking the wheels on and off. But again, you know, if you feel comfortable taking them off, take them off. It really did seem to hold the blade better. Again, I'll actually keep an eye on that for a few months. This is the first time I put urethane on there. I usually just get the rubber. Again, thank you so much. I hope this helped someone. Leave a comment down below. I love reading all the comments. Any questions, I'll try to answer it the best I can. If you're not subscribed, please consider subscribing. This is not my usual type of video. I usually do wood turning and woodworking videos, but I just thought you guys might want to watch me do this. Again, thank you and have a great day.